Okay, here with the Guru, and you never know who's going to stop by the fan cave. I'm very excited about this, and put your hands together, guys. Got to welcome Tony Danza to the DirecTV Fantasy Zone. Here he comes.
Don't get up.
The boss is in town. How you doing? Nice to have you.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Tony Danza, you are here. You must be good luck for the Giants. I know you're a big fan.
Yes.
They get the win.
Yes, they
Eli
get
Manning
snide.
doesn't throw an interception for the first time in 8 games.
And they started off so bad.
Yeah.
It looked bad that opening like 5 minutes of the game. They faked that punt on them. I mean, they couldn't stop anything.
But they got the win against a tough
We're back.
Texans defense. What's it like to be a Giants fan?
It's like anything else in New York recently. You know, all the New York teams have been a struggle this year, and the Giants have started off bad, but today they look like their normal self. I think.
I'm from New York originally as well. My brother, unfortunately, is a Jet fan. So.
Yeah.
Being a guy from New York, do you feel like you hit the lottery, kind of just leaning toward the Giants and not being sucked into being a Jet fan?
You know, I actually was a Jet fan when I was a kid because I was a Joe Namath fan. That was, that's when I was just going into college when he made his guarantee. So, and he was such an outsized personality. But I don't know, the Giants are New York's team, I think, and I've been a Giants fan for a long time.
How often do you get to go out to MetLife? Ever?
I go a little bit, but I don't go as much as I used to. It's funny. As I get older, and I'd just rather sit home and watch the game at home.
Or here in the fantasy zone.
Or here with Josephsburg. One of my friends is here from the show, from Honeymoon in Vegas. I can't believe it. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
Cast members everywhere I go.
Honeymoon in Vegas on Broadway until November. We're excited about that, and we'll talk about that.
No, it starts in November.
It starts in November.
Yeah, performances begin November 18th. I think it may well be the next big Broadway hit. It's that kind of show.
And what's your role?
I play a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. I'm sort of the bad guy in the piece. And do you remember the movie Honeymoon in Vegas from the 90s?
Yes,
absolutely,
yeah. So I'm the Jimmy Caan character.
Nice.
And,
Nice.
And Josephsburg, he's the. Where are you, Josephsburg? Come on over here. What are you kidding me? Just
come on over to the couch. Just come
David
here.
Josephsburg plays, the Elvis character in the show, and he plays the casino lounge singer. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we get some Elvis?
David Josephsburg.
We need to. Very nice. So we've got the Jets fan and the Giants fan, and I know that you celebrated the 30th anniversary of Who's the Boss?
Is that crazy?
Which is absolutely, it blows my mind.
Yesterday was the 30th anniversary. And what's crazy is I did this Entertainment Tonight piece. And you know what blows your mind is they start with a shot of you from 30 years ago. And you look great. You got long hair and everything. And boom, they hit you. And I fell off the couch. It was unbelievable. But it was amazing to think about 30 years.
Do you keep in
like
touch
that.
with the cast?
Yeah, Alyssa just had her second child. She
Huge
just had
Giants fan as well, right?
Unbelievable, big sports fan. Elizabella and Catherine. I spoke to Catherine. I just spoke to Danny. Judith and I are emailing. I mean, it's you spend that much time with people and do something that we really felt special about. It's hard to break those contacts.
Now, the awesome thing about being an actor is no matter where you are in your career, you could always get that dream role.
Right.
Have you gotten that yet?
This is it. I'm trying to explain
on Broadway,
to you.
Because is that because you get the immediate reaction?
You know what
from
I
the
feel like?
audience?
I'm going to feel like. Yes. I mean, Broadway, you're getting on. I mean, I think it's the. It's just the apex. It's just the greatest job, especially if you live in the city and you're on Broadway. It's really one of the great experiences of all time. Hey, I like to play. I didn't like to play. That kind of thing. But for me, I used to be a fighter, and so everything's like a boxing metaphor in my life. And this is like getting the show is almost like being an old fighter who's getting a title shot. That's how it actually feels.
Tony Danza, you can catch him on Broadway in November. It starts November 18th. I do believe it's called Honeymoon in Vegas, his dream role. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go live right now to Arizona, guys.
I wanted to talk about my
31 years old now, Stoll.
First charge
Timeout
timeout.
for the Cardinals.
Arizona, a 30-second timeout.
Getting back to Gore, a lot of people remember, some may not. He had terrible knee injuries to both knees.
And we're leaving Arizona because who doesn't want to talk to Tony Danza some more?
Thanks,
Now, have you ever played fantasy?
Yeah, well, actually, my grandson and my son, my grandson's 9 years old, Nick, and my son. And it's really interesting. I think them doing it together is just an incredible the bond that they build. It's unbelievable. And I think my son gets riled when the little guy corrects him all the time. But Nick was coach of the week last week. He's 2-0 coming into this weekend, basically because he benched Brady and played Wilson.
But you learn a lot about managing a team. Maybe you learn some math skills.
Well, they're using it.
In schools now.
That's what I was going to say. I have a couple of teacher friends who were using it in the classroom. And yeah, I mean, but one of the things I watch my son and his son, this thing that they build. I actually, my son was born when I was young, and so I said to my son, I'm jealous of the relationship you have with your son. I said, the difference between you and me as a father is? I said, you know how you take your son to play baseball? I should take you to watch me play baseball. That was the difference. So he's got this thing there that's so incredible, and this really does enhance it.
All right, Tony Danza here hanging out. Let's go back live to Arizona. Lots of late game action.
First rookie to score a touchdown in his NFL debut since Vernon Davis.